is my branch.
This is my branch.
This is my branch.
This is my branch. You know Ramsdens buy gold, but did you know?
We've been buying gold and silver since 1987.
We buy all gold,
watches and silver,
whether it's broken or unhallmarked.
And we buy mobiles too.
and give you great prices and instant cash.
So pop into a Ramsdens.
From Edinburgh
To Newcastle.
To Cardiff.
There's a branch near you.
Coming up on our first programme on the official SPFL YouTube channel, the best of the action from the first round of the Ramsdens Cup, including no slip-ups from Rangers. There's a shock in the Highlands. And Peter Weatherson returns to haunt his old club. Albion Rovers hosted Rangers in a match played at Livingston's Energy Assets Arena, and the Coatbridge side were hopeful of springing a surprise against Ali McCoist's men. Rangers, though, have strengthened in the summer, and it was one of the new recruits who put them ahead in the 26th minute when Nicky Law accurately converted Lee Wallace's cross. It's a wonderful ball from the former Hearts man, and Law just waited and waited and picked his spot. 1-0 to Rangers. The ex-Motherwell midfielder was playing as a trialist before officially joining the club on the 1st of September, and he doubled his tally just before half-time. That curling shot beyond Neil Parry. The Rovers defenders gave Law acres of space, and they were now facing an uphill task in the second half. 2-0 to Rangers. It was a professional performance from Rangers, and they added another 2 goals after the break. First, John Daly released Ian Black, and the midfielder continued his run towards goal before slotting beyond Parry. Ali McCoist was certainly enjoying what he was watching as Black picked his spot right in the far corner. Albion Rovers rarely threatened all afternoon, something new manager James Ward must have been disappointed with. Rangers finished their scoring 3 minutes later, and it was substitute David Templeton who lashed in an unstoppable drive from well outside the area. There was little the Rovers number 1 could do about that effort. Referee John Beaton did well to skip out of the way, and then it was over to Templeton with a superb strike. 4-0 the final score. There was a Fife derby at Central Park as Cowdenbeath welcomed neighbours Dunfermline. With 15 minutes on the clock, the hosts went ahead through Nathan Wedderburn. The Pars defence was posted missing as the summer signing poked the ball home. Dunfermline levelled matters 10 minutes before half-time. Ross Millen made amends for missing a penalty, and he placed the resulting corner on the head of Callum Morris, who scored. A great leap from the Pars number 5 in a congested penalty box. The East End Park side went on to secure the win in the second half. 64 minutes gone, Ryan Ferguson put them ahead. Cam finishing one-on-one with Thomas Flynn, and the keeper pulled off an impressive save, but he was powerless when the ball squirmed free. Dunfermline's all-important third goal came 10 minutes from time. Craig Dargall played in Ryan Thompson, and he slipped the ball into the far corner. Thompson managed just to stay onside, and his finish had Flynn beaten. One of the biggest shocks in the first round of the Ramsdens Cup came at North Lodge Park, where Highland League side Formartine United beat East Stirlingshire 2-0. Daniel Park put the home side ahead with 25 minutes played. Park had to battle his way through the Shire defence, and he managed to tuck that ball away into the bottom corner. East Stirling struggled to respond, and 5 minutes before the interval, Formartine doubled their lead. Paul Napier split the visiting defence, and Cameron Keith kept his composure to send the ball past Grant Hay and into the back of the net. A famous win for the side managed by former Aberdeen boss Steve Patterson. There was a local derby at New Brimfield where newly renamed Airdrieonians were taking on Hamilton Academicals. Louis Longridge's effort from the edge of the area putting the visiting side ahead in the 18th minute. Diamonds keeper Colin Stewart didn't get close to this one after it took a wicked deflection as it came past a couple of his defenders. The host's response was swift. 6 minutes later, Willie McLaren volleyed them level from inside the area. It was a lovely touch from the winger, and was second to fire the ball past Kevin Cuff, but it wasn't bad either. Jimmy Boyle's men went on to secure the win with a second goal just before the hour mark. Nathan Blockley's powerful header ended up being the difference between the two sides. None of the Accies defenders attacked the ball as it dropped into the area, and the youngster got plenty of power behind the header. An 8-goal thriller now from Oakview, where Stenhousemuir clashed with Arbroath. The opener was a stunning strike from the visitors' Robert Lynn in the 21st minute. There were few options when he picked up the ball, and he did well to fire beyond Chris Smith from a really acute angle. The host came straight back into the match, and 4 minutes after falling behind, Sean Higgins put them back on level terms. The striker was in acres of space in the box and had time to pick his spot. With 10 minutes to go until half-time, the visitors regained the lead through a David Banjo header. A well-timed run to nod the ball past keeper Smith. Stenhousemuir made it 2-2 in the 68th minute through John Gemmell, and suddenly the tie was level once again. Arbroath were looking stretched at the back, and the hosts punished them. Gemmell got the final touch to take the ball over the line. It was level at the end of the 90 minutes, so the match moved into extra time. Arbroath drew first blood. Stephen Millen volleyed them into the lead once more. A tricky finish from the former Dundee man, and he made no mistake after 5 minutes of extra time. The home side were not for giving up though, and 2 minutes later, Errol Douglas headed them level. A lucky deflection took the ball towards the head of Douglas, and he managed to hold off the attentions of the Arbroath defender to make sure the ball was in the back of the net. The Warriors looked like they were going to win the game when they were awarded a penalty with just 2 minutes remaining. Darren Smith tumbled in the box, and referee David Summers pointed to the spot. Striker John Gemmell found the top corner, and it looked like Stenhousemuir were in the next round. But back came Arbroath in this remarkable game. With just seconds left, Stephen Milne found the back of the net after his initial effort was saved. After 8 goals in 120 minutes, the two sides couldn't be separated, so the tie would have to be decided on penalties. Eventually, it was a miss from Arbroath's Lee Sibanda, which meant Stenhousemuir triumphed 3-2 on penalties. Annan were 1-0 winners at home to Morton, and there was a feeling of inevitability about the identity of the goal scorer. 20 minutes left and the Galabank side were awarded a free kick on the edge of their opponent's area. and when former Morton hero Peter Weatherson stepped up, there was only ever going to be one outcome. No celebration from Annan's summer signing, who enjoyed a testimonial with the Greenish side just a few weeks ago. Craig Gunn was influential as Elgin City saw off the challenge of Montrose. His first goal was a wonderful solo effort in the 57th minute. It was Kieran McLean who did well to spot his run, but Gunn still had plenty to do when the ball dropped to him. The City striker then turned provider 6 minutes from time when he unselfishly set up Shane Sutherland for the second goal of the game. Montrose were getting stretched at the back as they pushed for that equaliser. And Elgin's finishing was clinical. At Broadwood, Falkirk managed to squeeze past Clyde. The game sparked into life in the 49th minute when Blair Alston stroked the Bairns ahead. A fortunate deflection helped in the build-up, but Alston's lovely first-time hit was well placed beyond Clyde keeper Jamie Barclay. Composure inside the penalty box. The Bairns have the lead. Jim Duffy's men came right back at the visitors though, and with just over an hour played, they were level through Stephen McCluskey. It looked like McCluskey just got the final touch to take the ball beyond Michael McGovern. The winning goal came from a corner. Luke Leahy delivered an in-swinger and Conor McGrandles jumped highest in the box to nod the ball beyond Barclay. That came just 3 minutes after the equaliser, and Falkirk held on to make it through to the second round. Another narrow win now, this time for Forfar at home to East Fife. It was a stunning solo effort from Omar Kader in the 25th minute of the game, which put the hosts ahead. Gavin Swanky flicked on the long clearance into his path, and Kader raced clear of the defence before finishing past Michael Andrews. Forfar doubled their advantage on the half-hour mark when Stuart Malcolm knocked in Martin Fotheringham's free kick. The ball driven at pace, and it only needed a touch to take it into the back of the net. East Fife gave themselves hope with a goal 5 minutes before half-time. Liam Buchanan was tripped by Darren Hill, and referee Andrew Dallas had no choice but to point to the spot. A yellow card for Hill, and as you can see, a stonewall penalty. The striker took the spot kick himself and sent the keeper the wrong way. East Fife couldn't muster an equaliser though, and Forfar progressed into the next round. A goal in each half was enough for Peterhead to see off the challenge of Brechin City. David Cox tapped in from close range for the first in the 8th minute of the match. Graham Smith in the City goal spilled the ball, and the fortunate Cox was in the right place to capitalise. It looked like Peterhead would go in ahead at the interval, but Ryan Strachan managed to head Bobby Barr's cross past his own keeper to make it 1-1. It was certainly a teasing ball from the left-hand side, and Strachan was unlucky to get the final touch. It was a neat passing move which led to Peterhead's winner in the 73rd minute. Dean Cowie was involved in the build-up, which ended with Jordan Brown getting his name on the score sheet. Peterhead cut apart the City defence in a stylish move to secure the win. Ayr United were too strong for Queen's Park at Hampden, but it was the hosts who got their noses in front. From a corner, Martin Campbell was the judge to have handled in the area, and the referee pointed to the penalty spot. It looked like the United defender certainly touched the ball with his arm. Anthony Quinn rolled the ball into the net to give the Spiders a 28th-minute lead. Cool finish, and the diving David Hutton helpless. United came back strongly in the second half. First, Michael Moffat beat Paul Gallagher at his near post to level the contest. Moffat did well to latch onto the through ball, and he kept his composure to make it 1-1. It looked like the game was heading for extra time, but with only a minute left, substitute Alan Forrest somehow managed to knock the ball into the net. Forrest gets great credit for his persistence. It didn't look like there was much on for him, but with the Queen's Park defence standing off, he managed to find a way past the keeper on the line. The draw's been made for the second round of the Ramsdens Cup, and in the North East draw, the pick of them surely at East End Park, the Fife derby, Dunfermline take on Raith Rovers. In the South West, it's the big Rangers against the wee Rangers that certainly catches the eye. That's it for our first programme on the official YouTube channel. Don't forget, if you want to join us and catch up on all the SPFL action, you can do so by going on to YouTube, the official SPFL YouTube channel.
This is my branch.
This is my branch.
This is my branch.
This is my branch. You know Ramsdens buy gold, but did you know?
We've been buying gold and silver since 1987.
We buy all gold.
Watches and silver.
Whether it's broken or unhallmarked.
And we buy mobiles too.
And give you great prices and instant cash.
So pop into a Ramsdens.
From Edinburgh
To Newcastle.
To Cardiff.
There's a branch near you.